presents Could Be You TV.
I just want to say I support that.
Thank you.
Keep hustling, keep working, keep doing what you're doing. I support that in any way, shape, or form. You know,
well, I'm the Naked Cowboy. It could be you, TV. I'm the Naked Cowboy. Look at my boobies.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Or hers.
Yay! Welcome! Thank you for joining Linda Lynn Presents Could Be You TV. As you can see, we have a full house. Oh my God!
Hey.
This is Girl Power today. Tonight is all about girl power. Yes, and I'm so excited. So once again, yeah, girl Linda Lynn.
Miss Chrissy.
And we have
Wendy Rodriguez.
Woo! And
Andy.
Yes, thank you so much. As you can see, I have my friends. We're all in the biz. We all co-host show, and I'm so excited to have these wonderful girls. Also, my friends that came in to support and also to chat in. So I hope everybody's having a lovely night. Christy.
What up?
Tonight is going to be like boom, 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 more than usual. We got a lot of things going on. We have a beautiful guest in here tonight.
I am excited we have two beautiful guests with us.
And
usually we have to hold it together ourselves. And, you know, we tend to get a little boring.
And not only that, but a lot of people tonight are going to be learning some Spanglish.
Little Spaniel.
Okay, because...
Español.
I mean, yo hablo español, pero muchas personas no me entienden español. So we have Wendy and then we have Andy, que van a hablar español. So we're going to do a cross-translation here.
And then you have white girl.
And then you have white girl. So, but very exciting. Thank you, Wendy, so much for joining us. Can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do? Because I can say a lot, but I think you can describe yourself a little more.
Oh my God, so where do we start, ladies? No, let me stop. Bueno, para mí it's a pleasure being here. You want me to say in Spanish or English?
Say the Spanglish. That way, that's the new language.
That's the new language. Bueno, mi gente, para mí es un placer de estar aquí. I'm very excited. To me, I've known Linda Lynn for a couple of years now, and it's a pleasure de poder al fin estar aquí con ustedes en este gran show, con mi compañera también, Andrea, también, que estamos de Brillando Sin Límites. Aquí nosotros también tenemos un programa de televisión de empoderamiento, de educación, y es todo también con mi amiga. Y Ada igual, you know, I'm the host too of 98.5, La Gozadera del Mediodía, gracias a Liga de Justicia también. So, and I own a local gym too. I mean, I do a lot of things. So
she does a lot. I'm trying to keep up. I'm like, yep.
But yeah, we're here, and we're here to share, and we're here to
I mean, I wish I could say all that exactly what you said in the interview. You just have this whole sheet that I don't even.
We're allowed to have.
So wait, I want you to say that again. So you own a local gym. I want you to tell everyone about this gym because it sounds very interesting and very exciting.
All right, so we're located in Brentwood. We have a ladies' gym and a kids' dance studio. We offer over 40 classes weekly: Zumba, aerobics, cardio, kickboxing, spin class.
Hello.
We do a little bit of everything. We dance. You know, we offer kids ballet, hip hop, salsa, merengue, bachata, un poquito de todo para mantener la cultura y para mantener nuestros niños activos, to keep our kids active. We're located at 745.
Now, if you're a beginner like me, can I join the kids class and they'll make a fool out of me?
I know. We'll get you to our class. We'll teach you private class.
I mean, I could move. Like, I can do it on my own.
Okay.
I'm not great with choreography. Okay. But me and her, you know, we took a Zumba class.
Yeah, we do Zumba class here and there.
I did pretty good. I'm a little.
You should show us.
No.
Show us what you could do.
Definitely not today.
Not
Not in this white dress because, you know, let me tell you, I really stuffed myself in here today.
But that's great. You know, as a lot of you know or don't know, I just recently had an interview because I just dropped my new single, Who's That Girl? So if you don't already know, go pick it up. It's everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, even Deezer that I've never heard of before, Tidal. I mean, even when you go on your Instagram stories, when you click on the gifts and the music and all, my music pops up. I'm like, oh my God. I'm actually there, so it's very exciting, fascinating. So I had an interview on your station, and I did my best because it is a Spanish radio station. So even though yo puedo hablar español,
yo también puedo hablar español y yo quiero hablar español.
y por eso digo, yo puedo hablar español, pero no como Wendy o como Andy. So, tú me puedes hacer preguntas a mí en español y yo te contesto, pero yo no te puedo hacer preguntas a ti. So I'm telling her that even though I speak well Spanish, that you can ask me questions in Spanish and I'll answer them, but I don't know how to ask you questions in Spanish.
Well,
yeah, it's.
I understand, just, somebody doesn't speak Spanish, but I've been around enough of it to understand certain words, sentences, take me a little, you guys speak very, very fast. So, anybody who speaks any language, usually when they're speaking their dialect, they tend to speak very quickly. Same thing with New Yorkers. I've heard blah, 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 blah. And, even people who speak English that live in the South don't understand us.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's tough when you don't understand the language and you can pick up on words and sentences, but forming them, that's where I have the hardest time. And I'll just sit there and I'll be like, I got that, but I don't know how to answer you. I'm sorry.
So, but you know what? Now that we're on the serious topic, because it tends to be a serious topic, ahora que estamos
hablando algo serio.
Hablando en serio, how do you feel about when you have a lot of people, when you're standing next to them, or you're speaking Spanish, and they'll come out and say something like, "Speak English, we're in America."
Right.
Or
you know what? It's something, it's
have
hard.
Have you experienced that?
No, I have not. You see, the thing is that a lot of people, when they meet me, they think I'm American completely, which I am. I'm a citizen of the United States, but, I'm completely Latina. My roots are Latina completely. I'm proud to be a Latina. And sometimes it hasn't occurred to me per se, but I know for a fact that sometimes it has occurred to other people. And listen, unfortunately, discrimination is getting higher every single day, right? And it has to do with a lot of things that are happening now. And, every time you kind of mention politics is a little bit, a touchy subject,
which we never here at the show ever like to touch religion, politics, but let's ask her the same question. I just didn't see what what's her opinion on it. Well,
¿Cómo te sientes tú? Pues entonces lo voy a hacer aquí.
Sí.
Okay. ¿Cómo te sientes tú cuando tú hablas español y la gente te dice, pero mira, muchacha, estamos aquí en los Estados Unidos, habla inglés?
Sí, es un poquito duro pues para nosotros que llegamos como inmigrantes, porque realmente es nuestra lengua natal con la que crecimos y pues llegamos acá por diferentes razones.
Sí.
Pero hay que aprenderla. Realmente estamos en el proceso del aprendizaje y sí hay la discriminación, pero I don't care. Hay que empezar, lanzarse y aprender la lengua, porque realmente es lo que te abre las puertas, no solamente
pero cuando
de los
te
Estados
dicen,
Unidos, sino del mundo.
si tú estás hablando así, conversando en español y viene uno y dice, habla inglés, que estamos en los Estados Unidos. ¿Cómo tú respondes a eso? ¿Cómo estás sentida o tú dices, a mí no me importa donde yo estoy, yo hablo, tú sabes? Yo conozco muchos que sé que se sienten así, pero I feel like we're still on the subject of how people feel,
right.
But I feel, as you see, Spanish is becoming such that first kind of language now that it's like,
Muy común. It's very common.
Very common.
Everybody speaks Spanish, kind of, right?
And not only that, but for jobs, para los trabajos, cuando, they require a lot of Spanish-speaking people.
Sí.
So without the Spanish-speaking, and I have to say that I'm very proud, and I'm going to shout out my son. My son Gianni is obsessed right now with learning Spanish.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so he's like every day he's, I want to learn Spanish. I want to learn Spanish. And to me it was like, wow, you had a lot of opportunities before, because I used to speak to them in Spanish. And I was like, when you're in school, take up Spanish, and I guess now they're starting to feel like, wow, I really need this now. Now I'm surrounded, there's more people, to converse with. Now I really need this to and it makes me proud to say that
Pero yo se siento un poquito triste, porque obviamente es como la forma en la que te dicen como despectiva, y más cuando hablas español como que, es latino.
Right, so she's trying to say that it's kind of a little bit disrespectful sometimes when they do say that, we're in America, but...
Well, I'm going to tell you from a standpoint, I don't agree with that. Obviously, I don't speak Spanish. I have no problem with anybody who speaks of their own language. From my personal experience years ago, if there were people around me speaking Spanish and I didn't know it, it sometimes could make you feel a little uncomfortable. I'm sure the other way around as well. If you don't know English and people are speaking English around you and you don't know what they're saying, sometimes you feel like, maybe not like uncomfortable, but left out. Like you can't.
Well, how about when you go to do your nails, and they don't like talking?
The same thing there. But what I have come to find out now, as I'm older and I meet people from different places, and you know, we live in New York, we're a melting pot. The country's becoming more of a melting pot, but we're more so here now, getting more used to different languages wherever you go. I mean, where I used to live, there's a lot of Polish. You hear people speaking Polish, but knowing people from other countries speak more than one language. Most people speak more than one language in other countries. We're here, people think, oh, well, English was never the primary language, assigned to, the United States, but because it was such because the language was so popular and people have been speaking it for how many years, they think, oh, you have to speak English if you live here. No, I mean, like I said,
there's always that person,
people that think like that. It's tough when there's a language barrier between people, whether it's relationships or friends or coworkers, even at work,
I created the new language. It's called the Spanglish way. Linda's Spanglish dictionary. I'm gonna come out with because
with the words, different words.
Because I could speak it, and obviously, I can write it, I could read it, and I could converse. But obviously, sitting next to someone like you, Wendy, I'm totally lost. Sentada al lado de Wendy, ella hablando español y a mí español, yo siento que yo soy la gringa tratando de hablar español. I feel like I'm the American trying to speak Spanish next to Wendy.
You know what? I think it's so important for everyone to learn so many different languages. You want better job opportunities. You want to get ahead in life. You want to do better. You want to create more relationships and be more in different types of groups and societies. You got to learn. You got to learn different languages, whether you're Spanish, whether you're Italian, whether you're, from Haiti. You just have to be able to, kind of blend in, right? So embrace your language, embrace who you are, be happy, never be ashamed of where you come from, but at the same time learn, because that's the only way you're going to get ahead.
And especially now with all the tech things out there, technology and the phones and your apps, and it's easier to pick up and learn.
Did you guys see this new little thing? It's of course, China, right? Because they're always coming up with this whole things. But anyways, it's this little, it's about this big, and what you do, you speak to it, and then automatically you just put it like that and translate to whatever language you want.
But did you actually hear it happen? Yes. Really?
Yes. That would have helped out in a lot of relationships. I have to say, not knowing Spanish or not knowing other languages, it's a very sexy thing about dating somebody that does, because you can just be like, talk to me dirty, and I won't even know what you're saying. You can tell me the chicken crossed the road to get to the other side, and you'd be like, okay, let's do it.
Como es, okay, papi.
Yes, exactly. Okay, papi, let's go. Ándale.
Ándale. Well, I think it's, I think it's great, and I'm loving this panel. Nosotros aquí juntas, all these women, and it's all about girl power, but we're empowerment.
Yes.
Yeah, women empowerment, but we're not just about all just women. I mean, we're empowerment and supporting everyone, but it's nice when the women can get together, and we can embrace and talk. Yeah, it's a girl chat and stuff. But do we have we're gonna go into this little clip that we usually do. It's called Wow, What Now?
OMG.
OMG. Oh, there's always something.
Well, there's a lot of funny stories in the news. There's a lot of sad stories in the news. We try to stick to the positive, so I picked out a couple of things that I thought were entertaining. Now, for one, we've got the bottle cap challenge going on right now.
Oh, boy. I see that a lot now.
I'm seeing a lot of celebrities do the challenge. Yes. That you just saw a clip of Justin Bieber doing the challenge. Supposedly, he called out Tom Cruise again and said, that would be great if this was Tom Cruise's head. And then kicked the bottle.
Really?
And I'm like, what is with his obsession in beating
there you go.
And you got John Mayer, Jason Statham doing it. Now, I have to say, the best one that I've seen so far, Kendall Jenner on a jet ski. Now, you know how hard it is to ride a jet ski.
Yes.
You just did it. Kendall Jenner on a jet ski, riding, and then all of a sudden, in slow-mo, she kicks her, this girl's tall.
Right.
Really long legs. Do you have the picture of Kendall? She sticks her leg out all the way, and she's coming around in slow-mo, and she kicks the bottle cap right off the top. Now, if you see the video,
but I mean, does that take practice to do? Now I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to do it now because I want to see it. Because when they say it looks easy, but I'm sure it's not.
Well, somebody has to hold the bottle, but obviously the cap has to be somewhat loose.
Yeah,
you just have to swipe it for it to fall off. But you have to see this video that Kendall Jenner did. It was pretty. I'm like, How the hell did she do that on a jet ski from far away? She comes up, sticks her leg out, and kicks the bottle.
Well,
cap
I'm
right
gonna
off.
do it, and I'm gonna call you out.
And what's funny is like Snoop Dogg was complaining. He's like, "What the F are these guys doing? How stupid are you? Like, stop
And next
with this
thing you gonna
bottle cap
know-
challenge crap."
Then he's gonna start doing his watch because everybody else
Well,
is
all
doing
these like weird challenges. There's the ice cream challenge. Like these
Which one's
people,
the ice cream challenge?
These people are going to supermarkets and licking the tops of ice cream. People are going to jail for this. This
All right,
woman
that's
is
dumb
looking
now.
up to 20 years in jail for licking the top of an ice cream carton and putting it back in the freezer.
Oh, that's ridiculous
Yeah,
now.
that's
That's dumb.
People
Like,
are doing
no.
that. I don't understand the challenge. But, you know, all these different challenges pop up. I guess if it's for a good cause and people are donating, hey, why not? Or for fun. But sometimes it could be bad, these challenges. You know, kids are doing stupid challenges, and then you see. But this is entertaining. This is fun. Definitely check out some of the celebrity challenges. But on to our next story. We've got the Little Mermaid controversy going on. So
Right.
The Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney movie
too.
ever.
I don't know why there's such a controversy. What's the
happened?
problem?
Because the people are saying, you know, Ariel had red hair and it was Danish. It was a Danish folklore fairy tale.
Okay.
So the reason being that they're changing it up. They cast this young girl, Halle Berry.
Halle Berry?
No,
Number 2?
Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey, sorry.
Okay.
Beautiful girl, very talented singer. She got the role as Ariel in the live action Make of Disney's
Okay.
The Little Mermaid. And people are kind of like, why are they, you know, changing who she is? Like Ariel was, obviously a white girl with red hair.
Oh, okay.
And so people are kind of up and like some people were making it about race and saying not my Ariel. You know, it's just crazy that people would really take a Disney character like. It's a Disney character, The Little Mermaid. The mermaid is not real. The mermaid could be anybody.
Excuse
it's
me?
about the story.
Mermaids are real.
Listen, I'm talking about Ariel. All right?
That's my sister.
Okay. Well, then you could be the next Little
Sirena
Mermaid. You'll be the
son
Latina
reales.
mermaid. Okay.
I am the Latina. I am the Latina Barbie.
Tenemos una sirena.
Sí.
But yeah, so
Hello.
So people, I know. All right. Well, back to the story.
I am the story.
It's very sad that the.
Talking about my sisters, okay? Go ahead.
Listen, girl, I thought I was Ariel growing up too. So I'm a little upset because I just think that as long as the story is being told, people are just kind of like, you know, throwing it into race and
You can always switch it up a little
change.
bit. It doesn't have to be exact. And we all know what the story is about. It's just telling the story. It's not, you know.
Like, and if it was like, I mean, I hate to say it, but if it was like Pocahontas and you made it like a blonde-headed white girl, obviously it doesn't work. It's
Right.
Pocahontas. Totally different. The Little Mermaid is just, she's a fictional Disney character, and the story could be based on anybody. It doesn't have to be what it was when they made the animated movie, I think. So, you know, good for her. I'm actually really excited to see, you know, how it turns out. I do hope they give her like a reddish tone to the hair, though.
But
That's
but
how
you know
I
what? I have
always
to say that this movie though is catching a lot of controversy because not only the Little Mermaid but also Ursula.
We talked about
We
Ursula,
talked about
yes,
that last week
What
where
happened with Ursula?
so the same
I'm like
thing.
so behind.
So with
What is
Ursula was
going
supposed
on?
to be what's the
Melissa
comedian?
McCarthy.
And then all of a sudden because what's that new artist
Lizzo, but she didn't get the part, but people were saying that she'd make a better Ursula.
because
than
for a
Melissa
Halloween
McCarthy.
costume, like I think last year, she dressed up as Ursula, and they thought, and because she sings
very
beautifully and she's very animated, they thought that she will be perfect.
For the part.
Controversia.
Poor unfortunate soul. I mean, that sounds like Lizzo. It doesn't really sound. I don't know. I mean, listen. To each his own. I'm sure they have reasons why they pick these people for these roles.
Right.
We don't know what it is, but you know they could remake the movie 500 times, just like they do everything else.
Yeah.
So you know what? Good for them. I give them credit, and I can't wait to see. So on to the last story, the soccer controversy. So the women's soccer team won their second championship. Good for them. Women empowerment. Woohoo, yay. People are kind of upset that the team, when they celebrated at the end, they took the American flag and they dropped it on the ground.
But you think that was really done on purpose? I mean, it was
think that
an
was an
excitement. I
accident.
think
Yeah.
it was more like, oh my God, we won. I don't think it was, oh my God, here's the American flag and threw
I don't
it.
think that she personally like meant to throw it on the ground, but she obviously didn't care enough because it's really like not a good thing to drop the American flag on the ground. It's just
Disrespectful.
I don't think
disrespectful.
she.
It's
I don't
known
think
as a
she really.
disrespect to the flag, and the reason why some people listen. Again, we're in a place in the country right now where you have people that feel a strong certain way about something, and then you have people that feel completely opposite. And I'm not saying anybody's right or anybody's wrong, but what I'm saying is they took that as a disrespect for her dropping the flag, and you saw how quickly one of the other girls came to pick it up off the ground right away, because probably in her opinion that, no, I don't want that to sit there like that. That's a disrespect. The other girls didn't feel that. They were caught up in the moment maybe. They wanted to do their, you know, their victory dance, they called it. So, you know, I don't see it as being like she automatically like decided to throw her on the ground, but I do think that it, you know, it didn't look good, especially after the fact that she got involved in a political thing a week or so ago.
So let's inform Andy de lo que está hablando es de el juego del soccer, que cuando ganaron, pues cogieron la bandera americana y ella lo soltó hacia el piso, y muchas personas consideran eso que
como falta de respeto a los Estados Unidos.
A los Estados Unidos. Eso es otra controversia ahí. Nosotros estamos diciendo que no pensamos que lo hizo a propósito, fue algo que
felicidad.
Y so that was so everybody has, you know, a controversy about something. You know, it's like this. I never knew, you know, sometimes I do things that I don't even know what I'm doing. When I went to Puerto Rico, when I go to Puerto Rico, did you ever know about, like, you can't put your pocketbook on the floor?
Oh, that's a Spanish superstition, I heard, right?
So,
superstition, I'm like, what? Like,
cuando uno pone su cartera en el piso, dicen que uno va a ser pobre.
Se le va la plata.
Se le va la plata.
Sí.
Pero, no, bro, me dicen a mí como si yo estuviera haciendo algo malo o faltando el respeto no, tú no puedes, you know, and I'm like, what? Yo nunca, I'm like,
even I knew that.
I didn't know, like, I know that from a what, but I'm just saying that sometimes you do things innocently without knowing, you know, and uno hace las cosas sin pensar algunas veces.
Porque son como agüeros, ¿sabes que son como tradiciones? Como superstition.
Yeah, right, but I didn't, you know, so algunas veces uno hace las cosas.
What else is another superstition, normally? ¿Qué más es lo que usualmente la gente latina no cree o hace?
I don't know, como no tener muchos espejos, como a la entrada.
Not to have too many mirrors is another superstition.
Too many mirrors?
Yes, like all together. Like, do you believe in that?
Well,
have you ever heard of that?
Break a mirror.
O si rompes
un espejo, no te casas.
Walk under a ladder, open an umbrella inside. I mean,
like our
the black cat.
Like
El gato. Negro.
Like our friend Loretta would say, you'll have 7 years of bad sex if you don't look into each other's eyes when you're...
umbrella.
The umbrella.
La sombrilla.
Well, there's a lot of them, but this is getting nice and spicy here. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we have a special guest. Coach Rob is in the house, so stay tuned.
Me llaman Dan Pablo y hace más de 20 años me enamoré de una colombiana. Viajé a su país y conocí un estilo de café muy distinto, muy especial. Ahora tostamos cafés excelentes, con alturas y microclimas diferentes, resultado en una taza muy compleja y muy rica, un sabor nuevo en el mundo. Fue un éxito. And I even got to keep the girl.
welcome back, and thank you. And look who we have here. Welcome, Rob. Welcome once again to Linda Lynn Presents Super UTV. As you see, there's girl power here. You're going to be overrun by girls. What are you going to do now?
Just take it all. I can take it. Let's go.
Yeah?
Oh, he can handle us.
Okay, do what you got. All right, that's good. So how are we feeling?
My whole life.
All right, so this is what we want to hear now. What is Coach Rob gonna tell us today? What is the new thing? What is we call you the energy coach? Why are we calling you the energy coach?
You call me the energy coach because I spent like the past 7 or 8 years of my life, actually even longer than that, probably the past 20 years of my life, really studying and understanding behavior, which really just boils down to noticing how energy moves, how people move, why they move that way, looking at patterns. And I guess what you would learn from me today is, as opposed to us focusing our attention outside and looking at how other people move, the first place we want to start is inside. So we could do that if you want. We could start an exercise right now and just kind of like center and ground ourselves.
Okay.
And,
we're going to try that.
You'll try that?
Yes, let's
start out. Everybody sit with your hands like either on your lap or like on your knees.
Okay.
Close your eyes if you would for me.
Cierra los ojos.
And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And let that out nice and slowly through the mouth. We'll do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. And let that out nice and slowly through the mouth. And as we sit there, we're going to bring our full awareness and attention to the space right behind our belly button and our lower back. That's our energy center. Our lower den, that's where all our energy starts. So we're just going to bring our full attention and awareness right into that space and that area. Now, as you do this, the mind tends to want to go away and think about other things, and that's completely fine. But as it does that, just notice it and then bring that attention right back to the space between your palms and your lower back.
I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but...
Well, you're probably not right now. It's kind of hard. I've been trying to do this over Skype with people, and it's pretty tough. You just said earlier you don't talk about politics or religion, and I talk about them both, but I find about ways to talk about them, and I bring it up because religion talks about going inside and looking at yourself. So that's kind of what we did. But it also says in religion, Jesus couldn't heal anybody unless everyone in the room was believers. So all believers were asked to leave the room. So right now, you guys don't know me really well. The room, there's a lot of other things going on, a lot of other things that keep us from focusing on ourselves right now. So it's a little bit of a challenge to probably do what we're doing. So
do you consider that being part of
I'm uploading a YouTube video where you can practice and do it, and I'll send that link to you so you can share it later.
So Rob, Coach Rob, let me ask you: is that something that's part of like a yoga session? Would that be like meditating? Is that more or less part of that?
Yes, yoga, meditation, all really fall under the same umbrella. It's really finding different ways of trying to notice inside of the body. It's as simple as listening to your heartbeat sometimes. And the reason I say that is because I've noticed right now, you talking about current topics, there's a lot of depression, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of people that are really sad, and unfortunately we live in a society where it's kind of taboo to be sad, angry, and things of that sort. So people feel very uncomfortable expressing their sadness and their anger, so they really armor up and they hold on to it, and it causes disease in the body and disease. But when you can find a place, a safe place like we were just trying to do, and kind of go in the body and notice those feelings, you learn about energy, you become aware of them, and you kind of become friends with the inside of you. So you're not judging it, you are easing on yourself, and you are at ease as opposed to being at dis-ease.
Wow, I tell you, by doing that, I definitely need somebody more like you, like coaching, to do something that me to actually take myself and just like try and meditate. Like I wouldn't be able to do it, because even though you try, like there's always things going through your mind, like and you will really have, and I feel like if I do that for too long, I'm just gonna space out. I'm just like probably
Fall asleep.
fall asleep or something. You know, like distant myself from.
Well, the
wish I
funny
could
thing,
do that to
when I
fall
very
asleep.
first started this, I used to call it meta sleep because I would start out meditating and then I would go to sleep. And one of the tricks, if what I did didn't work for you, when you're lying down tonight in bed, looking up at the ceiling, close your eyes and count back from 100. But
wow.
as you're counting back from 100, visualize each number. And that'll help silence a lot of the other noise because you are focused on the number visualization. You're also focused on counting, which will allow you to be a little bit more relaxed and get a better night's sleep. And that's just, you know, another way to meditate and get started.
So I have a question for you. So you practice this form of energy and you try to. So I do know that you have a toddler.
Yes.
Okay. So now we know how toddlers tend to be.
Yeah.
So how do you balance that, and like how do you apply this energy and this meditating to handling a toddler, knowing that sometimes when they get to those terrible twos can get to anyone, no matter how much yoga and meditation you do.
Definitely.
Él tiene
Well,
una niña de 2 años y yo le estoy preguntando.
I do two things. My daughter is at 2 right now, and people call it the terrible 2, and I realize it's just the seeking 2. She's seeking attention, she's seeking to explore, she's seeking to understand, and as long as she's up and breathing, she's gonna be moving. So I have to look at that behavior and then accept it. And once I accept it, I realize I need to get her out the house at least twice a day to a park, at least 3 or 4 days out the week, so that she can run, so she can explore, she can go to the park and burn off that energy. Because if not, I've already witnessed what it's like keeping her in the house all day, and we're gonna both lose our minds because she's bored, I'm bored, you get frustrated, and mom gets bored. Like it's a shit show at that point.
So do
And
you
it's
get
just because-
frustrated?
What's that?
Do you get frustrated and angry?
Oh, I get frustrated and angry all the time. And I would say I'm a little bit better at it than my lady because I really practice grounding and centering myself, but I have so much compassion because I know the exact same feelings she's feeling. I've just kind of worked on honing in and not letting them irritate me as much. And I do a lot of reframing. And those moments when my daughter's really irritating me or I'm tired and I don't want to rock her to sleep, I realize that she's only 2, and by the age of 5 or 7, these are things I don't get to do with her anymore. So I know, since I know that makes me lock back in and like, let me make the best of this because everyone keeps telling me how this time goes by. So as opposed to me looking at it as though this is a burden right now, this is just another moment that I need to make the best of because I don't know how many more I'm going to get.
Now
That's the way I talk to myself so I can move through it with a little bit less frustration. But I do have, I want to point out that I still move through the frustration. I don't ignore the frustration. I don't ignore the anger. I go through it, but on the other side is always joy. I don't try to cut it off and act like it doesn't exist.
Okay. So now is she beginning to understand sort of this form of, you know, relaxation and meditating? Do you think she's going to grow up with this, you know, more calmness to her, or like more like, you know, take it easy instead of, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to have the demeanor of calmness?
I think it'll be one of the tools in her assets because she's naturally good. I'm naturally rambunctious. I can barely slow down. That's why I found meditation and silencing, because I'm passionate, I'm aggressive, and I had to find ways to kind of like hone that in and bring it down. So I think it'll be a tool for her, but in the most part, she's going to be a wild ass. She just is. Her mom's crazy, I'm crazy.
Time out.
So.
Remember what I've taught you. You're gonna be like what is the star? What is Master the Jedi? What is it? The little
Yoda.
Yoda. You're like Yoda.
Yoda. Well, I'm glad you all said that you really need a coach, because this is something I've been working at for 7 years, and I've been kind of not quite moving forth because I didn't know how bad or how much people needed it. And the more I have these conversations, the more I'm like I said, I just created a YouTube video today that you can share with your audience later, because I'm realizing people really do need like a Pat Riley, or they need someone that's going to be a professional in that area to walk them through that. And I'm more than happy to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people are very stressed out these days. I mean, there's just tons of stress. I mean, working, people are, I mean, you got families that aren't together, so you have most parents.
So that's kind of what I was kind of heading to, you know, like what happens when someone is divorced, is going through a divorce, is going through a bad relationship, is going through something toxic, and the person knows it, but they just can't let go. What do you recommend?
Well, see, I don't give advice. And the reason why is because all of us know what we need to do for ourselves. But I will elaborate on the point that we have to recognize that we are more stressed than ever. And that's the natural progression of life, because each society knows about the previous society. So it knows about all the stresses and traumas. So it's kind of like that PC that you had growing up. And if you still had it and you never turned it off, it has all this information on it, and it moves really slow because it hasn't been reset in a while. So you just go out and buy a new computer and you're like, all right, my Apple runs great now. But with your body, you don't have the opportunity to go out and buy a whole new body. So you literally, meditation is a way to reset and kind of calibrate and categorize all this daily information that we get that we call stress. Because one minute, we could be playing a video game that we like it and it's going up in levels, and that's stressful, but it's just stress that we like and that we're looking forward to. Or we could go to work and be working with the baby and all of a sudden like we're stressed. There's really no difference in it except for our perception of it. Right. And the way you change your perception is by being still and in the moment throughout the day. Just like your kid, when they're going rambunctious, you go, hey, go sit in the corner and think about it for a minute. But most of us as adults nowadays don't go and sit in the corner and think about it.
What?
We sit at our phone and look at what everyone else is doing and become more sad about the current situation we're in.
Yes. Well, listen, you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of things that people would be interested in knowing and seeing. And I definitely want to have people watch your YouTube channel. And of course, we want to let everybody know that we are going to be in touch at least once a month. You're going to tune in, chime in, and you're going to give your segment, your input, you know, which is a great addition to Cook for You TV. I'm so happy to have you aboard.
Thank you, ladies, for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so just give a little bit info. Tell everyone where they can find your videos. What is your social media information?
Platforms.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at Coach Rob Silver. It's just like that, Coach Rob Silver, SILVER. And then you can find the YouTube video on itsbalance.com. Oh, excuse me. You'll find it on It's Balance on YouTube. The website is not up yet. There is a website, but it's more for me to go out and do the coaching and personal training that you're talking about.
Okay.
But with you being in New York, it would make more sense for people just to go to the YouTube channel, and which is called It's Balance.
All right. Well, Coach Rob, thank you so much once again for giving your knowledge, and I can't wait to practice some of that
meditation.
Yeah, maybe I could fall asleep for once. I'll just have to count backwards.
So try that. Now, if you're having trouble falling asleep, do the counting backwards. If that doesn't work, notice each vertebrae from your neck all the way down to your tailbone. And keep doing that, and I guarantee you'll have the most relaxing sleep you've ever had.
All right.
Now,
listen, the next time I talk to you,
but you're worth it.
Better work, or the next time I talk to you, you're in trouble.
All right.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Rob.
We appreciate it. We can't wait till our next session. We're definitely going to keep in touch. Everyone, thank you, Coach Silver, Rob, Energy Coach. Please go find him on social media and on his YouTube. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
That was very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Aprendí algo hoy. Mira, muy importante. Uno relajarse, pensar las cosas, contar de 100 para atrás para poder uno dormir mejor.
Sí.
Me gustó.
Yeah.
Lo voy a empezar a hacer.
Yeah, see, we're all going to start doing,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. Seguramente todos, you know.
We're going to lay in bed, and then we're just going to count.
Yo quedé dormida, ustedes
Maybe make
despertaron
a
y yo estaba todavía.
Yes, let's make a cocktail.
Sometimes making a cocktail will have, work once.
That's our advice. If you can't fall asleep, I'll give you a couple of concoctions.
Listen, to each his own. I mean, people, take Ambien,
Right.
ZQuil, they smoke a lot.
Sleep aid.
I mean, listen, if it works, it works. You just have to do what works for you. And if none of that's working, then, I guess that's a good try. Never thought about counting. I listened to I listen to slow music. Like
Right.
piano and instrumentals.
Yes,
I
that's what
used
I
to listen
listen
to
to.
slow R&B, but then I just really got caught up in like the lyrics, and I'd be like singing in my sleep. I'd be like, okay, doesn't work anymore.
But Wendy,
I agree.
I want you to tell everyone what is in the works
Dímelo.
for you. ¿Qué es lo que tú estás haciendo ahora con tu show? Let
So-
everybody know where they can find you.
All right, guys. So you could definitely find us in everything that we're doing. All the platforms, social media, todas brillamos, brillando sin límites. También estamos en todas las redes sociales, también como Wendy Rodríguez, Andrea Navarro. We have a lot of things coming up, and we want you guys definitely to stay in tune. So make sure you guys follow us in all of our social media. Instagram, Wendy Rodríguez. Andrea Navarro. You can find us on Instagram as well too. But you have to talk too, not only me. I'm like trying to.
Yeah, hello. Habla.
Anybody ever
Bueno,
tell her it
estamos,
looks like a
estamos
Lady Gaga?
Brillando Sin Límites, que es un show pues para empoderamiento, empowerment de women, de men.
It's a family
Everything
show that we
family,
have to every
yes.
Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Make sure you guys
Wednesday,
tune in.
8 o'clock. Tune in.
Tune in Facebook Live.
AM or PM?
PM.
PM. Okay.
So it's 8 p.m. Facebook Live. You can't miss it. Brillando Sin Límites, or find me under Wendy Rodriguez, Andrea Navarro, whichever you guys remember. But we have a lot of different projects coming up too. We have a lot of festivals coming up. We have a lot of galas. We are pretty much in the midst of a lot of things going on. So it's very
awesome.
exciting. It's very exciting. We have a lot of great things. Our new show, we have a lot of different what can you call it, like segments as well too, that we pretty much promote health, beauty, very important, personal development, very important, a lot of education, so make sure you guys just tune in.
A ver que ayudamos a la comunidad latina, a nuestra comunidad para que se empoderen, para que hagan cosas diferentes, para que promuevan sus negocios. Es bien bonito el trabajo que se viene haciendo con la comunidad para que brillen, para que saquen como ese talento que tienen.
Seguro, yes, of course.
Emprendimiento, toda esa parte de negocios, personajes que hacen la diferencia también.
Tenemos muchos, we have a lot of sponsors, which is one of them is a State Farm from Monica Murphy. She's our faithful sponsor, and she's all about women empowerment, helping women, and you know what?
But
Listen,
I think it's so nice when
Yes.
you do that. I think it's, it's the fun part of being a girl. You know, it's the fun part for me to be like, oh my God, Wendy, where did you get that? I love it. Oh my God, look at that dress. Your hair looks absolutely great. It's like, women.
We should help one another,
Of course. We
lift
just
one
went through
another.
something this week, like, I'm one because I'm on the limelight, and I'm always like that. They call them the haters. You always have people who want, and I look, and it's like people making the hate comments and negativity and trying to put you down. And it's like, do you feel that bad about yourself that it's like, let's just try to make them feel bad. You feel, come on, let's have a talk. Come inside, come.
No, y eso es súper lindo porque
Mira.
es ayudarnos las unas con las otras y no tener como esa rivalidad como, hey, tú, y te miro así. No, como, hey, what's up? No, es, ven, te ayudo.
That's the empowerment. It's this envious, jealousy, all that. That's ugly. Throw it out the window. Saca por la ventana.
Muy cierto.
Even if you're not doing something nice, maybe we can compliment in a different way. Maybe you could do it like this because I saw, and you try to help, This is why Christy knows that I created this show, and this was like my baby because I wanted to help that if you're not doing the right way, I'm not saying that I know how to do the right way or I have all the answers, but the little that I know, I wanted to
offering them a platform.
Yes, and anything that I've learned throughout the years to show them and let them, everybody has to learn on their own.
Right.
But I'm always like giving, and I always want, and I'm always learning, and whatever I learn, I want to give. I learn from here. I want to tell you all. I learn from, it's not always from me because I don't have all the answers. I'm still learning myself,
Yeah.
But this is what I'm all about. I'm all about empowerment and supporting everyone.
Sí.
So.
Y es algo muy importante en mi comunidad. Yo sé que también a nosotros nos están viendo por a través de nuestras redes sociales también. Make sure you guys tune in every Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Síganla también a ella en todas las redes sociales. We have people are also joining in into our social medias. So we want to make sure that we support one another. Así que apóyennos a cada una de nosotros. Linda Lynn es una artista también que va a sacar su canción. Así que tienen que seguirla. No se olviden. Linda Lynn, Linda
I can't even say that. It's a tongue twister. But definitely, gracias. So I just want to say, our time always got flying, and we're just cutting a little bit shorter today because,
we gotta go.
We are going to party tonight. We are going to a Blanco party. For those of you who don't know, it's called the White Party.
The White Party.
The White Party. So we're gonna start. We're gonna cut it short a little bit, but everybody has all the information. Wendy Rodriguez, thank you so much for coming on. Do you know how long I've been trying to get you on? And finally, but
I'm here.
This won't be your last.
No, I'm here to stay.
Muchísimas gracias, Andy.
Amor a ti. Por invitarnos, por estar aquí, por compartir con toda la gente que nos está viendo. Un saludo. Sí, que te sigan a ti también. Y pues todos unidos, yo sé que...
Ay, gracias. Ay, gracias. And to you, Chrissy. Chrissy, too, we love you so much. Anyway, thank you so much for everybody for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time. And remember, people, share, 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 because sharing is caring. Bye. Love you.